got some breaking inputs which have just come in, where Russia has reportedly hit back at the United Kingdom's measures after the nerve agent attack by expelling 23 British diplomats and also halting work of the British Council. This is the latest bit of information that has come in, where it was being widely speculated after the Russian diplomats were sent back home from Britain that Russia has returned the favour in a tit-for-tat measure. Russia has, in this entire controversy, expelled 23 British diplomats and has halted work of the British Council in Russia. Now remember, this of course is a part of the entire controversy that is presently going on immediately after the nerve agent attack on Skripal, who was a former Russian double agent. He and also Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia were targeted in Salisbury. And immediately after that, Britain had come out and very fairly and squarely accused Russia and Vladimir Putin to be personally responsible behind this attack. And after that, Britain had expelled Russian diplomats based in London, and now Russia has returned this diplomatic favour. And for more on this, we are joined in by my colleague Aisha Sindhu. Aisha, what more information do we have on this?
The latest that we have right now, Mohammed, is the fact that Russia has decided to sort of return the favour, as you were saying, to the United Kingdom. It too will be seeing off 23 British diplomats. Once again, the deadline given, as in the case of Britain, is a week. Just earlier in this week, on Wednesday, the British Prime Minister had told Parliament that Britain has taken a stern view of Russia's alleged involvement in the poisoning of the former double agent Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia. Among the sanctions or measures that Mrs. May announced was the fact that 23 diplomats are going to be expelled from Britain. She added that these 23 people have been identified because they were working as spies under diplomatic cover. And now, of course, Russia has gone ahead and made a similar announcement. Russia, remember, had also indicated yesterday that all high-level diplomatic engagement between the two countries stands suspended based on the allegations made by Britain.
Right, now, Aisha, in this entire controversy, Russia has in fact said that they are essentially being made scapegoats of, and Britain, although it has made the allegations, it has not given any proof to back these allegations. How far do we expect this, if one could use the word diplomatic standoff, to continue between Russia and Britain?
Well, at this point in time, it seems that it is unending, Mohammed. Looking at the way things have sort of panned out, there are certain factors we have to look at. This is a sensitive time for Russia. Remember, they go to polls just tomorrow. The current president is running once again as an independent tomorrow. In addition, observers who are watching this sort of play out of events has found it rather interesting that certain countries have jumped to Britain's defense almost immediately. That is the United States, that's France, Germany, Australia too has come forward to back Britain's stance in almost what seems to be an unequivocal approach as far as Britain's allegations toward Russia go. Now, we can't forget that most of these countries also are at loggerheads with Russia when it comes to other things. For instance, the annexation of Crimea from a few years ago, also Russia's part in Syria. So observers, policy wonks are saying that this is possibly one of the reasons that this group of countries, a bloc of countries, has come forward to condemn Russia without what Russia says is adequate proof under the chemical warfare arrangement, in which Britain, when it found that there was a nerve agent that was a military-grade nerve agent that was used, had to give Russia a certain number of or certain details before proceeding with the investigation. That's what Russia's point of view is. Absolutely,
Sindhu. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, Aisha, and getting us all those inputs on this important story. So it is a tit-for-tat measure which Russia has in fact resorted to, where after Britain expelled the Russian diplomats, and now it is Russia which has expelled 23 of the British diplomats from Moscow. It will be interesting to see as to how this diplomatic standoff will in fact pan out.